It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Chicago Blues. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
58. 58 Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Wahoo! 58, come on! 58!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And they bring their punter out there now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Dillon. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 49.
From the 38, Locke. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
Watch safety quick.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Past the 20. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This is going to sound crazy, but that type of a carry, big-time run, actually brings a high and a low to it. The high, of course, is the run. But the low, he didn't quite get to the end zone, just short of the pylon. What do you think he's doing in the huddle right now?
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Allen with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
80 weapons. Bang, 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 ready.
On the run, it's Peyton. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Smith.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. On first down, Allen. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run on first down. Dillon fights forward for only about a yard after the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going deep here for Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Check safety, check safety.
Throwing now is Locke. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Let's go, Mike.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 5.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Blues nothing.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go.
Pull it high.
Watch out.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, watch it. Watch it.
They'll run now with Dillon. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Hey, Zoo.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Let's go. Let's go. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Hey, watch that. Hey, go.
Here's Locke. And he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. And with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He sets to fire deep. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bailey. He'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cleveland Farrell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
58 from let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Touchdown! Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Dillon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On second down now, Dillon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
64, weak. 60, Pittsburgh.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 49, guys.
Hey, exit. We own this.
Now to the air. Rock. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain of 22. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
General West! Now! Go!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the 24, Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On second down, it's Balin. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
So they'll come on 1st and 10 now from the 33.
58, boy, 58.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Middle. Hey, wahoo!
A final shot before half for Allen. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Mike's 50.
On first down, Locke. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
25, check 25, check 25, check 99,
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
50. Mike, 58, right there. Focus, defense, focus.
From the 22, Allen. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, Bailey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 12. First down, but 9.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And here's Allen throwing again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Bailey. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Second and 5 now. Allen eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Round 80. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Regular. Let's go.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Allen hit. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Allen. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. Fourth down.
4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Slam.
Hey, Delta. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Speed trip.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Locke now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
49's the mic. Watch 49. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Block now to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike's 49. Here we go.
Locke going to go on 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Let's go one more.
Alert.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bailey. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
X3, 218, chopper. All 52.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll try the left side. It's Bailey. And some room to work. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now this time, Allen will throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Hey, Zoo.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cleveland Farrell, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands.
I actually like the fake, all right? They gave it a shot. This is one of those plays where you really think you're going to fool people because he shoveled it off to the kicker, and he was going to try and get it running. We have seen it be successful before, but definitely not on this play.
Yeah, I was going to say, as the kicker, when you see that it's probably not going to work, just terror and panic in your eyes, I would imagine.
What we really needed there was the close-up of his face while he was running.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Lock now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
Ready. 30 base. Hey, Irvin.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Here's Allen. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Bailey. The 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Check 50.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. To the air, Allen. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
First down.
58, right there.
56, 56.
Push him back.
Look out.
Now Allen again. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like...
And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate. Because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So for our visitors,